Hi, everybody. This is Erik from Care Community, and I'm very happy and honored to have Sander Barens here from Expereo with me, the Chief Commercial Officer. And hi, Sander. Must be a wonderful Monday for you.
Hey, Erik. Yes, it is. Yesterday was super exciting with Max winning the Formula One. I was with the family sitting in a restaurant where we looked at the race on the big screen, and amazing experience. But who would have thought at the very last round such a great result?
I can imagine. I'm Dutch myself, so yes, I was in front of the TV as well, and sharing these fantastic moments for the Dutch people. First time world champion in Formula One, so I can absolutely imagine how it was yesterday. But getting a little bit into it, can you share with us the insight about the latest happenings at the Expereo?
Yeah, absolutely. And let me first of all thank you for your time today, the opportunity to talk. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Erik. So with Expereo, you've seen that there's been a lot of things happening in 2020. When we came out, 2021, when we came out of 2020, we were all hoping for the pandemic to start to slow down. And as we all know, we're still pretty much in it, and with yet another version hitting the world. Despite all of those happenings, I think we've been very successful and continue to grow Expereo. With a number of acquisitions that we did, starting at the beginning of the year with the Barens IT Services, which was an SD-WAN managed services company. Super happy to have that team now part of the Expereo family, and this was really important for us to continue to grow the difference that we can make for our multinational clients when it comes to software-defined services and to manage that on a global scale with the best experience that we can offer. Shortly thereafter, Expereo itself was sold from one private equity, Apex Partners, to the next called for Truthian UK. And also that was a very exciting activity because again, it shows the trust that the financial market has in Expereo and underpinning the growth and the way that we do it. And they are helping us again, but we'll talk about it a little bit later as well, in further expanding and growing in order to make that difference and to solve the problems that enterprises come across today when they want to go into their digital transformation. Then about mid this year, you saw us making an announcement about yet another acquisition that we did called Brodent. Brodent was an internet service provider headquartered in Spain, and also that team is now part of the Expereo family, and we're in the midst of that integration, which we're planning to have finished by the end of this year. So only weeks away from that integration. So why all of those acquisitions, you might ask? Well, this is in order to really set a really strong base to help our multinational clients on a global scale. With the local internet access services that we provide, the ability to do this in a scalable way, but also to have the right partners in all the markets that we can support. We need to have a very strong customer base. We need to have a very strong supplier base. Well, with the acquisitions from last year and this year, including Global Internet and now Brodent, we've been able to grow the volume of customers, and with that, the volume of connectivity options around the world. And this really is helping us to make that difference for all the new clients that we want to sign up, because we can offer more choice and we can offer a higher quality than what we did before. So super excited to have all those companies being part of the Expereo family now as well. While we're going through that journey, integration is very important for us. And we've seen in the market out there that acquisitions is one thing, but if you don't integrate, it's not going to help you on your journey to make a difference for your customers. And this is why we're having such a strong focus on integrating those companies. So you've seen that in 2020, Global Internet as a brand was out of the market in less than a week. Now again with Brodent, you see us do exactly the same thing. So we take the brand out of the market very, very quickly. And now we're migrating all of that data processes into our systems so that the customer really has this single experience, regardless how you got to Expereo, either through an acquisition or an Expereo direct client. Very important for us that everybody can benefit from all the investments that we're doing, and that they can benefit from our Expereo.one digital platform to really see what they have, if that's fit for purpose.
No, so it's beautiful, and first of all, congratulations with let's say all the acquisitions you did, and seeing the Expereo family growing. So going a bit more in deep now, which new strategic models and solution does Expereo has in place today to manage the digital transformation even faster, to meet the current and future customer demand?
Yeah, this is a bit of a different skill sets and a mixed bag that you require to really help a company on that transformation from the more rigid private networks to an internet-based connecting into the clouds and then securing that with software defined. It's not just about technology and tooling. A lot of it comes down to people. And this is why it's great that, for instance, the team of Finance IT with a great experience in the design and the rollout of software-defined networks, that we can leverage that experience and apply that same methodology now for all of the new clients that we're signing up to do this for. So this is where the strategic model really is to further build out, let's call it the center of excellence, whereby we leverage our automation, where we leverage that platform that we have called Expereo.one. But automation and a digital interface is not the entire customer experience. It starts already after contract signature with the whole deployment. For this, we have our customer success teams to do the very initial customer onboarding, whereby then our project management team starts to roll out the network together with the project managers of our customers. Once such an estate is completely rolled out, and this can take a long time. If you look at our customers with so many locations around the world, a 12 to 18 month deployment time is not uncommon. So we are with the customer for a very long time while we bring all of their sites one by one onto the new network to start and leveraging the investments that they're making in terms of cloud applications, new infrastructure, and then new security in order to bring that all together. Where we're focusing on a lot now is really that Expereo SD-WAN experience. And what do I mean with that? Well, this is technology is only supporting on what we can do. So if you are a global multinational of any size, you will go through your own growth journey as well. So you need a partner to help you, to support you on that journey. So with Expereo, what we can now offer you, and this is part of our strategic direction, is that when you look at that, you want to have a solution and a partner that supports you from a technology, from a budget perspective, at the appropriate time, what you can afford. So even though we might see that on a customer journey, that they want to do a lot of investments towards the future, with maybe themselves having a strong acquisition strategy, they might not need to be on a very high-end technology as of day one. And in terms of budgets and what they require, they might need a more simpler solution. Well, we can help that customer with that and migrate them into the more robust and more expensive solutions later on, but they don't need to do that off day one. So we really can scale with them while they're going through their own growth as well, without them having to continuously be retrained on new portals or new technologies. Now, Expereo takes care of all of that, and we continue to offer you the single pane of glass across your entire estate, and that really makes a difference. Any company these days is a global company. Hardly anybody has a purely domestic focus. So sometimes you want to make an acquisition, sometimes you divest, and you need an infrastructure, and you need a partner in order to help you to be flexible there. And that's part of our strategy, to give customers that insight of fit for purpose. If I make the investments that I need to do in order to support my own business, but at the same time, not too rigid that in case you want to make a change, that you're stuck in a particular situation, that we can help you to split or to merge there where it makes sense. And in order to do that, we need to invest in automation ourselves. So we continue to invest in our own back office systems to make sure that what I used to call always the 3 W's, the who, what, where, and that we continuously have that insight of each of our supplying partners to understand exactly what they can deliver anywhere in the world. But also from a customer experience perspective, once we go through this, what we then call the go-live phase, the project management service delivery, that they have a real-time view on where we are with delivering of those services to those sites. And once they have gone live, we give them all the insight that they require, both on their underlay as well as their overlay in terms of visibility. Are these services working for me? What is my user experience? Because at the end of the day, it's not about delivering a network. No, there are people there making use of applications to do the day-to-day jobs. It's that experience that needs to be great. Otherwise, they go off and start drinking cups of coffee. So, so the insight there, is this really working for me? Is this fit for purpose for us? Is key to so that the IT managers can relax and they know that they have a partner that understands them and supports them. And we continue to build out that digital experience in our industry. Unfortunately, things sometimes go wrong, services go down. So you want to then also want to have the ease of mind that somebody takes care of that for you. This is why you see that also on our support side, it's all digital these days. So all of our customers have a real-time view when something goes wrong, what we're doing, working with our partners to restore those services again while we keep them up to date and manage that expectation when the services are coming back. I'm very happy to announce that we've released the latest version of that Expereo.1 platform now. It's in a beta mode, so all of our customers can have access to it, and they can toggle between the well, almost classic now Expereo.1 and the new beta version that goes out, which gives an even better experience. It's quicker and you have a great view on what's going on. Like early to mid next year, we'll be releasing a brand new view on our service delivery phase as well. We have to give the customer even more insight on all the key touch points that are necessary for them to understand where we are and what we're doing for them. Another module that we have released recently is digital invoicing. Yes, it's easy to post a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet with the invoice details in a portal. Well, we're going one step further. Now we're doing digital invoicing. So that means that our customers can look at their invoices, whereby each invoice line is a digital line. And in case they have any questions around that, they can click the line, open a case, and ask a question from our finance department about any of the invoice lines that we have for them. So you see, we continue to invoice in order to bring more and more and more of the customer journey into a digital experience, but we always complement that with our own teams. So the customer success management team is there to support them throughout their entire life cycle, whereby our account teams continue to help them for any new opportunities that they might have or any large projects where they need support. If we look at the portfolio that we're supporting today, then yes, there's we'll continue to innovate on our portfolio. And that means in terms of SD-WAN, we're going to be releasing some new SD-WAN views early next year as well, in order to bring that together. And we've all heard about SASE, so it's still it's a hot word at the moment, a hot topic, and depending on which technology partner we choose, we already have some early options there that customers can consider. But yeah, that's going to require further development towards the end of next year.
So sounds very exciting, and especially with the transparency and information you give on the Expereo.1. I mean, brings also the confidence in Expereo. So that's very good to hear, and to combine the best of both worlds is always the best strategy. So congrats on that one. Now, looking into the company's future plans, please tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, if you see what's happening out there in the markets, then we see that over the next few years, routing and security will all start to come together into more of a cloud offering. So this is also where you will see us making maybe some acquisitions and investments in order to support that for the customers. The traditional on-site firewall, that role is going to change. So it's all going to come together, and SASE is the first go at that, whereby you're going to see a really cloud-driven solution, almost back to the per user base, in order to bring all of this together into a single umbrella. Well, if you look at some of the technology that Expereo runs today, one of them is called the XCA, the Cloud Acceleration Service. And for this, we have about 55 to 60 cloud acceleration hubs around the world, where our software monitors every known destination and then can optimize the routing to any of those destinations. But we also optimize the routing between all of our cloud acceleration hubs. Well, what we're going to do on that one is further expand on it and start building a global optimized IP core. That one is available now, and we'll start rolling that out to our customers early next year already. And the way that we're going to use this global optimized IP core is for two things. One is for our SD-WAN customers. So when you think about it, if you are on a global scale, you've got sites in North America, you've got sites in Europe. Yes, you can have them communicate with each other across the public internet, and it will work. But you've got very little control over what's happening on that long distance routing. Well, what we're going to launch, and you will see us make more noise about it late this year and early next year, is what we call our SD-WAN gateways. So what we've done is on each of our cloud acceleration hubs, we've made SD-WAN aggregation nodes, whereby they will become a virtual part of your national or regional SD-WAN network. Then when your traffic needs to be routed from one continent to the next, we'll actually utilize our optimized IP core and route it from one node to the next, and then it becomes available again for the SD-WAN sites in the other region. Well, now you almost have the benefits of two worlds. You've got the benefits of the public internet itself and your any-to-any routing between all of your SD-WAN sites, as well as an optimization there where it helps the most, which is on your long distances, where standard internet doesn't give you that performance aspect that you were so accustomed to on the more traditional private IP networks. Well, that is the phase one of our rollout. Then by the end of next year, we're going to go into a phase two rollout, whereby we utilize that same optimized IP core and then start connecting that into the cloud providers like an Azure or an AWS or an Office 365. Today, you would call that a direct route, for instance, or a direct connect. So that's exactly what we're doing. So on our IP core, IP nodes, we are going to connect you directly into those private clouds, but we still make that public IP core the main transport medium to make sure that the performance that your users have are going to be optimum. And this is going to make a really big change to the user experience. We did a lot of analysis this year and last year to see what is a user experience to get into those clouds. And effectively, you've got two ways to get into those clouds. You can either do it by means of private connectivity, or you use the cloud's public connectivity. And we compared both to our global IP core, and then see, okay, which one outperforms. Well, in 93% of the cases, our global IP core, because it's running on top of that cloud acceleration software, outperforms the public connectivity towards the major clouds to any of their destinations, which is a game changer. So if you then combine that within the data center, the private connectivity, so that you can still leverage the investments that you made on that one, you've got the best of both worlds. So we're very excited that that's going to come available to our clients as well. So at the beginning of next year, we're starting with those SD-WAN gateways, all powered by that global IP core running on top of our cloud acceleration software. And then shortly thereafter, we're further extending that with those direct connects going into all the major cloud providers. Well, that's one of the strategic future plans that we're looking up, which is very near future, if I may say so, right? A little bit mid to longer there is a stronger security play that I mentioned earlier, where we see that SD-WAN as routing further extended with security services all becoming available in a cloud. Well, when you combine that with our global IP core capabilities, you see that the two start to merge very nicely. So in terms of the services that we will supply to our customers by the end of next year, early the year thereafter, you will see that convergence of security and SD-WAN coming together as well.
So that's very exciting times ahead for you for you guys. And Sander, let me thank you for giving us an insight about the latest happenings with Expereo and how you're gonna actually have the models already in place to meet faster the current and future customer demands. Thank you very much for your time, Sander. And I wish you all the best, and Expereo as well, of course, all the best.
Well, thank you very much, Erik, and thank you very much, Carry community. And let me also get the opportunity to wish you all very happy holidays. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, in case I don't talk to you anymore. Yeah, and next year is going to be very exciting again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sander. And ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to Sander Barens, Chief Commercial Officer of Expereo, headquartered in the Netherlands and all over the world in more than 190 countries. So, Sander, again, thank you very much. Thank you, all of you out there. And as Sander already well mentioned, happy holidays, and see you all next year. Thank you very much, and stay safe. And ciao for now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.